In the past 1 or 2 months, Grayruff's channel has come under attack by a group of about maybe 25 or less haters, people who have made it their life's goal to destroy his channel. So names you may or may not recognize, probably won't recognize, are Panda, Nightmare, Sketcher, Toasty, Fade, and Cloud. The two main people that Baskkit made content with were Panda and Nightmare. And these people virtually only appeared in videos, long-form videos, not shorts, and streams. After a couple months of making videos and streams with Panda and Nightmare, Panda specifically became agitated with the frequency that Baskkit would send him messages about content, about streaming. So Baskkit really wanted Panda and Nightmare, and pretty much anyone else that wanted to be in his content to make streams and videos. So because of this, Panda began to get annoyed with how much Baskkit was texting him, asking him to be in content. He would say he had better things to do, he had a life, it was getting boring. He was really making it seem like he didn't want to be in content. Now, Baskkit is someone who doesn't really like confrontation with his friends. He doesn't like arguing with people who are his friends, and they were good friends. So shortly after one of their last arguments about content, Baskkit sent Panda a message basically saying, hey, you don't have to be in content if you don't want to. We can do our own things. It was all done in good faith, and Baskkit intended for them to be friends indefinitely after this. Panda took this message to mean that he was actually being forcibly removed from content against his will. Because Panda was not in any further streams or videos, Baskkit had to find other people in his server to make videos with. Panda was offended by this and saw it as him being replaced. Panda began telling Nightmare and Zero that they were going to be banned from making content with Baskkit too, which is not at all what Baskkit said. He never prohibited any of them from joining his content again. While Nightmare, Zero, and Panda were still in Baskkit's server, they all basically ceased communication. All because Panda had told Nightmare and Zero that they were going to be banned from making content too, when actually none of them were banned. Panda ended up making a long, uncut, emotional video about the situation.
Hello. This is a recording I didn't really think I was gonna make.
What Panda is implying here is that he didn't expect to be banned from content and therefore have to make the video explaining why. He didn't have to make this video at all because he wasn't actually banned from anything.
So, Baskkit said he doesn't want me in his content anymore.
That's not what he said at all.
Which, now, I'm fine with that.
Clearly.
Because usually I just tell all jokes to him and then, do weird stuff. Apparently he doesn't like that.
Here, Panda is saying that the reason he was banned from content is because he made a lot of jokes to him and did weird things. Panda wasn't ever banned from content at all, and that's not the reason why he sent that message. Baskkit sent that message, which you interpreted as a permanent ban from content, because you were annoyed with how often he wanted you to be in content. You were making it very clear that you didn't want to be in content as often as you previously were.
So, yeah, he basically doesn't want me in his content anymore.
He didn't say that at all. You made it seem like you didn't want to be in his content.
Which, like I said before, I'm completely fine with that.
No, you're clearly not fine with it.
Just because, and now I won't get texts every 5 seconds about about videos, and I can actually do things.
Got texts every 5 minutes about content because Baskkit wanted you to be in content. And then you expressed that you were annoyed with how often he wanted you in content. And here you are again, complaining about how often he would text you to ask you to be in content.
Don't know, I guess he just doesn't want content,
You just proved that he actually did want content, and that the whole reason he sent that message to you was because it seemed like you didn't want to do content with him.
Baskkit, if you're seeing this, I wish you good luck on your journey of YouTube.
Well, that didn't last long.
It's fine with me.
Oh, well, of course.
It's just I'm just wondering what your thought process was when you thought of this. But,
his thought process was that he didn't want to bother his friend anymore, who made it clear he didn't want to be in content.
Nothing to be ashamed of. It's your YouTube channel, right?
Yes, it is his channel. And he could have just banned you from content with no explanation. But he didn't do that. He didn't ban you from content at all.
Content. I'm not sure how Baskkit's channel is going to be doing after he literally... Because he told me he was going to be removing Zero and basically every other person who's been in his channel.
No, he didn't say that at all. And he didn't do that either.
Basically, in his channel is me, Zero, and Nightmare, and maybe haydhda and some random people.
We go through some.
But he literally wants to remove me, Nightmare, and Zero.
No, he didn't.
And you know, I mean, like I said before, I'm fine with the thing. It's just that.
This is the third time that Panda said he's fine with the situation.
Oh, it's only 560.
He's basically replacing us with people he just met.
He had other people in his content and streams because you didn't want to be.
I'm not sure how Baskkit's gonna do his channel.
The same way he's always done his channel. 99% of Baskkit's content was YouTube Shorts, which you were never in. These shorts got him thousands of views and all of his subscribers. You, Nightmare, and Zero were only in streams and long-form videos, which did basically nothing for his channel, gained him no subscribers, and got no views. You, Nightmare, and Zero were probably in about 1 or 2 shorts each during your entire time on this channel. This is why literally nobody on his channel actually knows who you are.
Now, since he's basically like removing everybody who's ever worked with him.
No, he didn't.
The only person he has is haydhda.
The only person besides Baskkit who anyone knows, because I've been in hundreds of his shorts.
Baskkit doesn't want me to be in content anymore, which is, you know, kind of sad, because I was actually liking to be in the content. I was actually starting to like it and stuff.
You actually started to get more annoyed with doing content as time went on. This part really highlights the reason why all of this is happening. Panda was first sad and then angry because he felt like he'd been left out. Panda felt entitled because he actually believed he did something for Baskkit's channel.
You know, life is how life is, I guess, right? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Just gotta go past it.
And as we all know, Panda was certainly prepared to move past this peacefully.
Hope that you can continue your career.
The career that you would later spend every waking moment of your life trying to destroy.
I mean, I guess we can still be friends. It just won't be how it was last time, just because last time our friend relationship was like with YouTube as well, but now it's like not. So I'm not sure. We can still be friends. It's just not sure how much friends than before, because before we were like, it's definitely going to downgrade a little bit. But yeah, that's basically it. Good luck, I guess. I really wonder who you're going to add to your little group of people, and if you're going to dishonor them too later on when you get more people. I mean, that's really up to you, but you know, don't really want to get into business, but yeah, I just want to say good luck.
After this disaster of a video, I decided to contact Panda and try and fix things between Baskkit and him. I could clearly see this was just Panda misunderstanding Baskkit's message, reading too much into it, and taking it too personally. I contacted Nightmare as well and arranged a call between them.
Bro,
This is
I did fix the gap, but I hate bunkers because it's so cramped.
Panda and Nightmare were actually the ones to record this conversation. Based on the fact that Panda said, quote, "This is bogus," and the fact that Nightmare felt the need to type secretively that he was recording us, we can clearly see that Panda and Nightmare were already cynical by this point and planned to use what we said against us.
hi.
So, how you guys doing? What's happening?
I don't know. Ask haydhda. He's the one that arranged this.
How to arrange this?
He messaged all of us, but in person with you. The point is so you guys can fix the situation.
Well,
Can you? Because Baskkit doesn't not want you guys banned from content. Yeah, Mrs. Baskkit, stop hitting on yourself.
No. I'm not hitting myself. I'm looking at Tinder.
wait, so we can only hear you?
Mrs. Baskkit, stop looking at other women.
So here I explained through text why I arranged this meeting, and the fact that Baskkit actually didn't want to remove them from content.
Basically, haydhda said that you didn't want us to make the channel, even though you said that you didn't want us in your content anymore. But then haydhda said that you want us in your content. But then you told me that you didn't want us in the content. So haydhda said, "Oh, we can get into a call to try and fix this." And I was like, "Okay." I resisted at first.
Panda is saying that after I first contacted him, Baskkit then again reaffirmed that he didn't want them in content, but then I said otherwise and arranged the meeting. This is not the case. Baskkit never said he wanted them removed from content. Baskkit, like Panda, was also reluctant to have the meeting because he sensed bad blood. And we would later find out he was correct.
I think I understand. Okay, well, I'll explain what the message was.
You didn't explain it well enough.
Because I think what I wrote apparently didn't make enough sense. So what I meant by that was not that I wasn't banning anyone. I wasn't banning you or Night.
You were just telling us not to ban your content anymore.
No. So I never. No. So that was not my point of the message. My point was more due to the arguments and that you didn't.
What
like,
argument?
It was
What
getting a
argument?
little crazy.
What argument?
Like, okay, I'm gonna answer. Okay, so like arguments to do with it was just I don't have time. I haven't been arguing like in weeks. I haven't talked to you, but arguments more around like dumb things that I thought were really stupid, and it was like, and I understand though due to that you don't really get much out of this, so like, and I bother you a lot with the content stuff, so I probably understand why you would get annoyed doing it. So I meant more by like, just like if you want to take a break from doing content stuff with me, so you don't keep getting mad over and over again. That was my point.
So
Like,
saying, now I believe it's best for you to do you and I to do me, and I think now we go our own way.
Yeah, for now. So that was
You
not
never-
a permanent thing. That's it for now.
You never said I can come back. You just said, now I believe it's best if you do you and I do me.
Baskkit here clarifies what his message meant, but this explanation is still not good enough for Panda. Panda argues that what was exactly said in the message indicated he was permanently removed. However, at this point, Panda's perception of the wording of the message is irrelevant, because Baskkit had now clarified what he meant by his message, and made it clear that he still had no intention of removing them. At this point, the problem should be solved for Panda, yet he remains cynical.
Want to go do stuff without me. That's what that means.
So like, if you so like the last little bit of message was, but I think for now, so it's not like a permanent thing. So what my just was like, just take a break for now. We'll do it again some other time when I'm not like stressing you, annoying you. So there was no like permanent stamp on that. I wasn't getting rid of you, Nightmare, or Zero.
And I sounds like permanent.
Well, I thought that you could.
It sounds like we're getting fired.
Yeah, that sounds like we're getting fired.
It sounded like you were getting fired. So what? Now you know you weren't fired. So, problem over.
So it was just because I thought the ending, you could tell it was just like a temporary thing because I said think for now. I didn't mean because I thought the whole message would be so my bad on that. Well, I wanted to call, but you weren't picking up, so I just decided to text. And my texting is not the greatest of all things. So
Yeah, I found some grammar mistakes in it.
I mean, I can kind of tell. You said the same thing twice. You said, now can we go our own way, and now I think you do you and I do I. You said the same thing twice.
I told you
Twice.
I don't do well texting.
At this point, it's beyond clear that Nightmare and Panda are more than welcome back, and that Baskkit never intended for them to be jettisoned anyway.
That's why I.
Also, you should probably tell Sketcher to be more energetic, bro. He's like so.
Panda here mentions Sketcher, someone who would become pivotal after this call ended.
I'd rather have Haydhda, bro.
No, so like when we do stuff, it's like for him, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning because his time zone's different than us.
From now until the rest of this call, it would be more humorous and casual. Everything should have and was fixed. But little did we know, Panda and Nightmare were still intent on being mad about this now non-existent problem. After the call ended, we wouldn't hear from Nightmare or Panda for nearly 2 weeks. Who we did hear from was Sketcher. Sketcher began texting, bothering, and eventually harassing Baskkit, asking about the truth behind the situation with Nightmare and Panda. The situation that had already been solved. Panda and Nightmare still weren't over the situation, and had started going around fear-mongering, telling people that they could be in content one day and the next day be jettisoned without warning. They would tell people that there was some sort of mysterious truth that had to come out. Whenever they were asked what this truth was, they would either say that they didn't know and that Baskkit had to tell what the truth was, or that they did know and they just couldn't say. They would start calling Baskkit a manipulator, saying that he would use people in his content just to gain subscribers and views off of them, and then dump them off later. This makes absolutely no sense, considering that Baskkit didn't hardly gain anything from his live streams or long-form videos. All the people who were in content with Baskkit were never in YouTube Shorts, which is what grew his channel. After Baskkit found out that Panda and Nightmare were doing a lot of these things, he finally did ban them. They were clearly intent on staying mad about a problem that didn't exist anymore, and causing drama. Panda and Nightmare would then change what the secret truth was from absolutely nothing to now the fact that they had been banned. They now said that the secret truth that Baskkit was trying to hide was the fact that he banned them, when it wasn't a secret. Baskkit, upon being asked, had no problem admitting that yes, he banned them, because they were causing drama. This secret truth isn't actually a secret at all. After being banned, Panda and Nightmare would make a video about it.
Well, you might have been wondering where have I been.
Nope, nobody knows who you are, so...
Muskie.
He tried, and his brother tried making peace with us.
He basically kicked us out after saying that we weren't supposed to be, that after saying we could stay in.
No, he kicked you out after you started causing drama even though we had resolved the problem.
It was like this weird thing that happened, I'm not really certain.
You say it's this weird thing that happened, and you're not really certain. Yet you had no problem jumping to conclusions.
See this very well? Him and his brother on the 13th was trying to make up our differences since he kind of kicked us, got rid of us.
No, he didn't get rid of you. We had the call to explain that fact. You can see here clearly that after our call on the 13th, they waited nearly 2 weeks to even try and send a message. This proves that even after the call, when we had resolved the problem and, for both sides, made it seem like we were friends again, they had no interest in returning to the way things were. They spent those 2 weeks spreading lies and drama in his server.
And on the 30th, we wanted to see if we can help in the next live stream.
Yes, nearly 2 weeks after the call.
This is what we find. We got banned, both of us.
Like, both of us, like, he unfriended both, blocked both.
Yep.
I mean, it was crazy, man. Like nothing we've ever seen before.
Like nothing you've ever seen before. You must not have seen a lot of things. It's certainly not unheard of to be banned from a server after causing serious problems.
Is the text from Panda and Sketcher.
It's odd that they would use a copy-pasted version of these messages, considering the messages are between Sketcher and Panda, and they would still have access to them.
When Sketcher was trying to investigate, he said, because I told him I want to tell him the truth, and he said that he'll never let anyone know. So I said, if he does not tell people what happened, then the truth will get out. Someone like me, or you will say at some point, I said that these screenshots are proof. Then he said goodbye. Then Panda said today. Oh no. He was like, damn, Sketcher. After that. And no, he blocked me. That's weird. I can talk to him about it, Sketcher. Also, Panda found out we got blocked first. Anyone in my chat? He said I was fine knowing people. But when I said people in his Discord won't mind seeing screenshots, he started acting weird. Panda. I'm gonna talk to Baskkit and read it about it.
The eloquence here is staggering. Panda and Nightmare began talking to Sketcher, one of the people that would appear in Baskkit's live streams and long-form videos. At this point, the truth that Sketcher is talking about is the situation between Panda and Baskkit, in which Panda misunderstood Baskkit's message. Sketcher was telling Baskkit to quote, tell everyone about the truth. Sketcher was basically implying that Baskkit should make a video explaining the situation and post it to his channel. Baskkit refused to do this because of the fact that the problem was resolved and because nobody on his channel would know who he was talking about. Sketcher took this as Baskkit trying to hide the truth, which at this point was assigned to an already resolved misunderstanding.
When will you tell people why Panda is not in your vids anymore? Lol. Baskkit's trying to make fun of it.
Yes, because that's insane. Telling everyone on his channel about a resolved misunderstanding between him and people they don't know about doesn't make any sense.
I already got screenshots. He says that's fine. Yeah, the subject is really not something you can talk about. He doesn't want a Sketcher to find out.
Here, Baskkit is saying that Sketcher had nothing to do with the situation. He clearly doesn't care whether Sketcher knows about it or not, because this truth they're referring to is nothing but a resolved misunderstanding.
For me to talk about it, bruh. Why not? You can talk about it. I'm not. See, because Baskkit does not want to tell the truth.
The truth about what? The fact that Panda misunderstood his message and they had a call and resolved the situation? And Panda Nightmare still went on to cause drama for no reason? That quite literally is the situation Sketcher is trying to investigate.
Why did you say to him that he can't be in your vids anymore? I didn't. Yes, you did. Technically, yes, but not forever. But he made it forever.
He made it forever after you still caused drama even though the misunderstanding was resolved.
I think due to us for some reason getting into fights, we'll just leave it be. Thanks for your help with everything. Now I believe it's the best if you do you and I do me. I have moved you from admin. I put you as friends. I'm sorry if I made you mad. But I think for now, we go our own way.
And if you didn't know already, here is the exact message that Panda misunderstood that was very clearly temporary.
I said, I think for now equals temporarily. That message does not sound temporarily. That sounds forever.
No, it doesn't sound like it's forever. And even if it did, your interpretation of the message is irrelevant because Baskkit already explained what he meant and the problem should have been resolved.
Nope, it sounded permanent. To be honest, I'm not sure how you got involved. But anyways, I'm going to go now. Goodbye. That was the last thing before Sketcher got banned.
By this point, I'm convinced that Panda and Nightmare couldn't have done anything to make themselves look worse than they already have. They quite literally recorded all the evidence I need to show that they're wrong. After this video, Panda and Nightmare would go on to stalk Baskkit's streams, then contact the people that he saw him making content with and brainwash them the same way they did with Sketcher. One of Baskkit's best friends for almost 5 years was stolen away by Panda and Nightmare because of this. One by one, Panda and Nightmare have been inducting people who used to be in Baskkit's content into their server with the set goal of destroying Baskkit's YouTube career. One of the most recent people Panda and Nightmare would go on to brainwash was Toasty. He would make a video about this situation.
So there's this YouTuber you might know. His name is Baskkit, and he uses people for content and then kicks them out. You can hear by a few people of what he does.
No, he does not. Baskkit was constantly cycling through people that were in his content because you kept stealing them away.
So it precisely says, I think due to some reasons getting into fights, we will just leave each other. Thanks for your help with everything. Now, I believe
See, that part right there. Does that sound temporary or does that sound forever?
Forever. Okay. Yeah.
And then he says, now I think it's best that we go our own way.
It precisely says, I think for now, we go our own way. It doesn't matter at all whether you think it sounds permanent or not.
It's actually honestly really sad that he needed other people to get him subscribers.
None of these people were ever in YouTube Shorts, which is what got him all his subscribers. Long-form videos and streams never got him any subscribers. They were only ever in 1 or 2 shorts throughout the months and months of being in his content.
So, here's all the proof that we currently have that he did this.
Yep, all the proof that doesn't help your case at all.
People have also tried confronting Basket of what he done, but he's never admitted to it.
Nothing that happened in this entire thing was a secret.
We've been told by some sources, such as Sketcher, and have you gotten anything from Panda Toasty or not yet? You have. That you were. We do not know if these are true. We are trying to see if these suspicion. I'm dyslexic.
Bro, can I just go? This is so.
Suspicions are true. That you use people for content. Is this true? As
no, it's not true.
Has stated facts, and apparently so has Panda.
Well, I can say it's not true.
How can we trust you?
Okay.
Well, you want to trust me, or you want?
So, there was this one stream I was gonna be in, and I wasn't, and then all of a sudden, I was in the stream, like I was watching the stream, and people were like going off saying stuff about you, and you deleted the stream shortly after.
Well, no, I deleted the stream because someone cussed. I didn't. I saw the message right before I deleted it, but someone cussed in the streams. If anyone cusses, I told you. That's why I told you not to cuss. If anyone cusses, I delete the stream.
The text reads, he ignored the statement. No, he didn't. He addressed why he deletes his streams. Whenever someone cusses in the streams, he deletes them, and has always done this. This is not about covering up something.
And not banned. He pretty much just decided to leave. I told him that pretty much like just right now take some time, and then eventually can come back, sort of like that. He took it out of banning. Didn't I then later my brother got involved, and my brother was like, "Yo, let's fix this." So we fixed it. I thought, and I invited him back, but they decided not to.
Yes, this is correct. After Baskkit sent that message, he did not ban Panda. Panda was banned after causing drama after we had the call to resolve the issue.
We're gonna need the screenshot number 1. You know that one about the message? That Panda sent you?
Yeah, that
Would you like to explain that?
Yeah, if you...
So he did not say he wanted to leave. You told him that...
No, Panda made it very clear before that message he was becoming agitated, and Baskkit made it clear he did not have to participate for the time being. Panda would then misunderstand the message and basically go on to completely excommunicate Baskkit until I got involved and arranged the call.
Memory, he's 11 years old, so he's
That's true.
a young kid who just is kind of crazy. So he took it as banning him. He's not used to knowing what words mean. But I just said for now.
He sounded incredibly nervous.
Yeah.
Obviously, and of guilt.
No, it's not of guilt. Baskkit's just not very good at explaining things and doesn't like conflict. Nightmare gave one of the worst monologues I've ever heard when explaining Sketcher and Panda's messages. Does that mean he's guilty? I'm sure you wouldn't say so.
Wait, it quite clearly says, thanks for your help with everything. Now, I believe it's best if you do your own blah blah blah. Have moved on from admin for now.
Yes, for the 70th time, it clearly says, for now. On top of that, Baskkit specified what he meant, so therefore, the problem is resolved. You thinking it sounds permanent doesn't matter. The last 2/3 of this video would have virtually nothing to do with this situation. I need to make a couple things clear before I end this video. I am making this video mainly for people who may potentially be in Baskkit's content in the future. This is to ensure that no more people are duped by this incompetent band of 11-year-olds. If it weren't for the fact that they were actively trying to harm Baskkit's ability to make content and stealing away his longtime friends, I wouldn't care about this. Absolutely nobody knows who you are on his channel. You are not his equal, and you have done nothing to further his career. You are not entitled to anything, and you are delusional.